Welcome back to Factorio. We are going to be doing Rail World this time through. Last time we did rich resources, which was not too bad. Or what I want to learn in this Rail World is how to set up a good train network. Because normally whenever I do Factorio and I build a train, it's normally just one double-headed train going from one base to another base, and that's usually it. I don't usually have multiple stops, I don't have multiple trains, that kind of thing. So I'm hoping that by doing a rail world, we can learn about that. We can get better at that. And it's all the other Factorio goodness as well, so no problems there. I'm gonna leave everything normal, but I think I'm gonna increase the richness a tiny bit, just a little bit, because, you know, I'm lame, I'm a casual, so we need a little bit more richness. Hopefully this won't defeat the purpose of Rail World. It shouldn't, because it's based on how far they are away from each other versus how rich they are. So after my initial base, the next base should be pretty far away, far enough to warrant using trains. So it should be good there. I just don't want to have it so where I set up my train network and then, you know, an hour or two later, it's all gone. That's no fun. So we're gonna do this. So let's go. Should really turn these off. Alright. Cool. So I need to remember how to play again. And make sure my music is good. There's a wind section there, and I'm not sure I've ever really heard the wind. I'm sure I have, but it never really registered to me. I'm just taking a look on my OBS right now, seeing if the sound is good. Looks like it's a little bit high, so I'm going to lower that a little bit. And hopefully that will be good now. So as with most things, first thing we want to do is make some burner mining drills so we can get stuff started. So I'm getting some stone right now. What we should be doing is we should be mining these big rocks over here. They give more stone faster. So the stone here is going to be used for furnaces, and we need furnaces for the mining drills. So after we have this set here, we're going to make some furnaces, and then go find some iron. It's down here. Okay, so we're gonna set this up. We don't have any coal right now, so that's a problem. We need to go find some coal. We're looking on the map, it's down here. That is not a lot of coal. It's actually a worryingly amount of coal here. 400k. There's actually no other coal on the map. In the starting area. So that kind of gives you an idea of how fast we're going to need to expand. We can get a good amount done with this amount of coal here. However, the problem is that now that I'm looking at it, this is far away from water. We need the water for our electricity. Looks like there's a small amount of water. Oh no, that's okay. That's my buildings there. So the only water is up here. So we're gonna have to route that all the way down. It's kind of a pain. But that is the way of random map generation, right? Okay, so we're going to be making some iron plates here, and we need the iron plates again for more burner mining drills. We can make another one. We're going to put this one on coal. We want a couple of mining drills together, and they will supply each other with coal. That's generally how this works, and we'll get at least 2 going on, and that will be a good supply of coal for the rest of my things that are going on. We need a little bit more iron. It's 2 iron plates for 1 wheel. And we need 3 wheels for this, so we need a total of 9 iron plates. So now we have it. Alrighty. So now we have whenever this picks up coal, or it's mining, these are both mining coal, and whenever it mines it, it'll input it into the other one, and that'll use it for fuel. And so on and so forth. These two will fuel each other. These go up to, the stack goes up to 50, so they'll be able to hold 100 coal when they're full. I can just come down there and pick it up. That'll be useful. I should have probably picked up some coal while I was there, but it's fine. We're gonna want more mining drills. We need a good set of iron. We won't be able to subsist with just the one here that we have. So we're gonna keep on doing this. Looks like we're out of coal already. Let's come down here and grab it. Yeah, already these are pretty far apart. And they're not in the best positions, I would say. And we do have the trees around us as that's gonna be a problem as well. Okay. So, I'm gonna continue making burner mining drills. I'm gonna start clearing out the area a little bit. We're gonna need the wood for electricity poles later on, so it doesn't hurt to grab some now, as well as cleaning up the area a bit. So we have another drill. What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna put this drill, I'll put 2 drills down over here, so I can have 4 coal going together. Now this will work the same way as we had the 2. Now these 4 will help each other get coal, basically. And now we have a potential coal output of 200 whenever they're full. So now I can put this because we have the coal to supply it with. We could also use wood for fuel. It's not a terrible idea, but I'd rather just keep all the wood for now. I want to minimize the amount of wood I'm going to be chopping because it takes a while, you know, to pick these up. So next, I want to make more burner mining drills for. I'm going to want 1 on stone, and I'm going to want a couple on copper. Our priority here is to get enough so we can get electricity online. And I think we'll be able to do that pretty easily. I'm going to find some more rocks so we can get more stone for furnaces. This one even has coal in it, so that'll be good. Since I'm here, I'm just going to grab all the ones that we can see here. And that will be good. Yep, this has coal in it, so definitely worth doing. So we're, excuse me. So we're looking at the map here, and there really isn't much around, you know? We have coal, stone, which is mainly worthless. We got pretty close to oil, so that's pretty good. Copper, stone, iron. Then we have some biters already, somewhat nearby. More stone. So we have a lot of stone, but, you know, we're not going to be using that much stone. So it's kind of not what we want to see, but better than it not having anything, I guess. Let's supply these guys with more coal. Pick up our iron. We have 3 more burner mining drills here. I'm just gonna make this into 6 now. And we can just rotate it with the R key. Pick up our coal. And we're good to go. We have a good amount of coal here. So next I want to store some stone, because we're out of the normal stones here. So I'm going to make a chest here out of wood, and I'll just put it right here, and it'll output all of the stone it gets into this chest. And then whenever I want it later on, I can just come here and pick it up. I'm going to do the same thing here that I did with the iron. I'm going to put the burner mining drills here and have them output directly into a furnace. So that way we'll have some copper going. And make one more, since we have the... I'm actually going to put this near the iron. We need more iron than we do copper. So this is worth it a little bit more over here, because we're going to have an excess of copper otherwise. Alright. So, let's start getting our electricity online. It's 1 boiler to 2 steam engines. So, we want to keep that ratio going. It looks like I have enough to make 2 boilers and 4 steam engines. So I'm going to do that, just so I don't have to worry about that later. We're going to need some electricity poles, and we're going to need some pipes. We're going to need a lot of pipes, actually, to get from the water source, which is up here in the north, to the coal. And that is completely wrong. Sorry, now that I'm thinking about it. We need the electricity that's going to stay up here near the water, but we're still going to need to route the coal from the coal to up here. That's what we need to do. So we don't need a lot of pipes, we need a lot of belts. That's what we need. So I'm going to grab the copper plates, and I'm going to start making some electric poles here. And then continue grabbing all of our materials here. We're going to need to make some transport belts. We make 2 per, so that means I just made 60, I think. I think there were 30 there. Seems about right. Grab more coal. There's our music. been missing it. All right. I think we're good. So now we have to think, where do we want to put the electricity? Based on our map here, our base is all going to be pretty much here, you know, so we probably just want to put it right here. If possible, I would have liked to put it right here, but this water here kind of disrupts that, so that's going to be an issue here if we want to do that. So instead, I'm going to just put it here. I think this will do fine. We'll route the coal right here and feed it into there. So that'll be good. We need to make a pump. pump is right here. I need to make some pipes. Make an underground pipe. Let's go grab some more iron and fill up these guys up a little bit. Just make sure that they don't run out of coal, like this one has. Oh, and not coal, but that's fine. We'll be back by the time it runs out, probably. Okay, so we're gonna put up our pipe here. Bam. And then an underground pipe, and it will connect to the boiler. I'm just thinking of how I want the boilers situated. So we can either put them like this, or we can put them like this. I think I would prefer them like this. We'd have more expansion possibilities if we went horizontally like this. That way we could do this otherwise, but that's fine. I want to do it like this instead. So we need to leave a line for the coal. And then we're also going to need a line for the inserters. So we want it to be right here. Gonna do that, connect that. And now this is connected to the water. We need, so these boilers, oops. The boilers take the water, heats it up with the coal, and send those to the steam engine. The steam engine converts that into electricity. Alright, so now we have electricity. And I'm going to route the electricity this way. There we go. So now we don't have coal in here yet to burn the water. But we will shortly. Let's go get our coal. And all of the iron stuff that we made. So now we don't need to make burner things anymore. We can make the non-burner. So just the regular inserters. Make it 5 more there. Then we want to make some electric mining drills. Let's power these up. How are we doing? There are plenty. Alright. So, we're gonna go here. We're gonna need some more transport belts. Because we'll need a constant supply of coal to get over here. If we ever want to keep this running. So, gonna have our inserters like this. We want them as close as possible, that way we can have this one electric pole feed into these two. And I cut off the belt here because that's all as far as I want it to go. So now we have to consider, how do we want to route the coal to the electricity? We're gonna need coal for our furnaces. Basically, we want a smelting area. We want to turn all of this ore into plates, like we're doing here. But we want to do that on a mass scale. We're gonna make it easy for us to get what we want from this. And to maximize that, we're gonna be running down some electric mining drills, which do work faster and are more efficient. and ferrying all that into a smelting area. And then those will take bars out and put them wherever we want them to go. So we need to figure out where we want to do that. If we look at our map here, we have our coal is down here. So we're going to need to use this coal to automate getting our furnaces going. Because we'd rather not manually feed them all the time like we've been doing. So I'm thinking right here would be pretty decent. We'll just have coal come up here to the left, have the ore come over here, and then we'll smelt it there. Then we can do the same for the copper in the same area-ish. And then we'll have one line of coal going completely up here to our furnace, to our electricity. So let's get that going. We're gonna want more belts, of course, so I'm gonna start making those. We can never have too many belts. Alright. So, I'm gonna stop doing this right now because we want our initial setup for our coal. And I can't use our electric mining drills because we don't have electricity coming down here yet. So I'm just gonna do this real quick. These will not be self-sufficient like they were previously, but they'll be good for our purposes for now. So now we have all these trees in the way. We might want to chop those down. So that's what we're going to do. And again, all this wood that we're getting can be used to make electric poles, and we're going to need a lot of electric poles throughout the entire game. So it's not too bad to get more wood at this stage. Alright, so we're gonna bring it up and we'll just go straight up for now. We can make it look prettier later on once we have more resources to work with. But our priority right now is just to get electricity running. So that's what we're doing. Almost there. Alright. Oops. There we go. I'm not going to connect them just yet because we need to wait for the coal to come here. Let's set up our toolbar with all the things that we'll be using. Melts here, there. The coal on the bar as well. I think that's all we need for now. And then let's, whoops, get this down here. We'll just clear out the trees here. Cool. So we made it down here. We need to keep going because we want to get electric mining drills on the coal. We'll have to move these poles eventually, but right now I think this is going to be just fine for our purposes. Okay. Alrighty, so now we have that. 2.5K is good. Oops. Alright. So we'll take the belts from here and put them over here. And there we go. We should have power shortly. I just need to hook it up. In the meantime, we can put these 6 together again. Let's grab the coal out of them. And then on our way up here, to the electricity, we can fill up all of our gadgets again. I really should be grabbing out the plates. Let me do that real quick. Okay, cool. Now we have a good amount of things again. And make some more plates with this. And now we can start thinking about making some science. So I'm going to make a couple of that. And, alright. So these haven't started because they never got the coal to begin with. So let's start the process now. And I have taken that away. Alright. So now we should have electricity running smoothly. And we can click on our electricity poles to see what's going on. As long as this is green, we're good to go. So, now that we have that, we want to start thinking about getting signs online. So for signs, we need copper plates and we need iron gear wheels. We can start making that in our inventory, and that's what we probably should do. While we think about what we're doing here. This coal supply here is more than enough for power at the moment, so we might want to consider siphoning off some of this and using that for our smelting area. I think I'm gonna grab some more wood here. I'm doing this mainly to clear them out, not for the wood itself. So what I want to do is I want to set up a smelting area, and I want it to be to the left of us. However, we don't have any underground belts yet. So that's something that we want to start researching soon. And to do research, we need the science for it, which is what we're making right now in the bottom left. Alright, so we have 3 labs. I'm going to... Let's see. So what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to automate this. We're gonna want to put these into a automation facility and output them into the lab. We don't have that ability yet, so we're just gonna plop this down right here for now and manually feed these things and get this research started. That should be enough to get our automation. Automation will give us the assembly machines. And that's exactly what we want. After that, we're going to want the logistics. Grab our iron. And we'll grab more coal here. I'm gonna go grab our copper and then put the rest of the science in here. And that should be done very soon. There we go. So next we're gonna start on logistics. So right now we want to start planning for our smelting facilities. Let me clear out these rocks here. It'll be helpful for the coal. Not that we necessarily need it anymore, but hey, free resources is never a bad thing, right? So as you can see, we have like 400 copper bars that we're not using currently. What I plan on doing right now, while we get this set up, we have 10 furnaces. I'm going to make a little bit more. Make some mining drills. While we get this started, I'm going to manually feed an assembly machine. Let's not do this. I want 2 of these, and then we'll do these. Put my assembly machines right here. I'll power them up. I will have them make red science. I will have them output into the red science. And then I will put in the ingredients. Except we don't have the ingredients because we need the gear wheels. So I'm going to continue this nonsense by making more assembly machines. Let me grab more iron while we're waiting. There we go. So now we just have to put in our iron here, add copper here, and we'll have automated, or halfway automated, our red science. It's not automated yet because we still have to put in the ingredients, but we don't have to babysit it past that. We're making progress, but it's not where we want to be. We'll fix that shortly. So our new plan here is to get some iron mined and set them up into a furnace area. So I'm going to set up the furnace area right now. Let me see. I do have a blueprint. Let's see. Oh. Apparently, I don't have them anymore. So we're gonna make our own. It's gonna be awesome. I think 6 across is good for our purposes here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take in copper, coal, and iron. We're going to take the iron plates, put them on a belt, and ferry them out. Pretty simple. Just gotta get it started. So we'll get that going in a little bit. Let's grab more iron. Okay, our logistics are finished, so we can use splitters and the other thing. Underground belts. Oh, okay. That's fine. So these aren't making when they are over full here. What I can do is I could do this. Make another lab. And I have it input there, and then that way we can get our research done quicker. Right. There we go. These are still pretty good on materials. So we have about, say, like 100 worth of science ready to go there. Let's continue with our setup here. We're going to want a belt down the middle. Oops. Okay, that's good. We're out of iron, it looks like. This is pretty costly on our materials so far, but it'll be worth it in the end. While that's going, let's see what we can do. We can set up our mining here. It's not gonna be great. Let's see. 2.8k, that seems good. 152, that's not good. Alright. 2.9k, sounds good. Right, so we have our beginning set of miners for our iron. We're gonna need more iron than this for sure, but this is a good starting point. We'll just get this set up so once we have all that done over here, we can just connect the two and we'll be good to go. So we're just going to research the next science pack. We won't be doing that for a while, I think, but it's good to have. Okay, we want a splitter, we want 2 underground belts, and we want more belts. Oops. Oh, perfect. Okay. So with that, move that there. Get our splitter set up. We're gonna need another splitter. Okay, there we go. We're actually going to put this back a little bit so we can make this look a little bit cleaner. Let's see. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach... Oh, well, that's not good. We're going to attach iron here. Right, so aliens are coming, but where are they coming to? They let us know ahead of time. There's one of them. Hopefully that's going to be all, because we don't have many defenses otherwise. Alright, so first attack is here. What are we doing here? Still good. Over there that need to heal, whatever. Okay, so we're just gonna bring this iron all the way over. If I had the belts for it, which I don't. Oops. There you go. Gonna make this a little bit wider. We might want to add more later, so it doesn't hurt to leave the space there. Okay, we're good here. Now we're out of electric poles. Let's make those. We're gonna make a bunch of them because we're never gonna not want to use them. Even late game, they'll be very nifty, handy. All right. There we go. Now we just need to connect these. And there we have it. We have our furnaces online. For right now, we're going to want to input those into a chest while we figure out what else we want to do with them. So we can start making more of these because we're going to need make one chest and a lot more inserters. Let's grab the coal from here. We're going to take a look at this. What we want to happen is have it pretty much saturated, but at the same time not so saturated that it's like we could be making more if we put more. So I'm going to keep an eye on this later. Right now it's not a good representation because we have this backup right here. But I'm going to just input these into a chest for now. We're going to want to make those into, make most of these bars into iron gear wheels for right now so we can make more science. But just having that set up for now is pretty good. And now that we've been attacked, we also might want to consider getting some defenses up. Still good on stuff here, but I will put more iron. Right. So we're not doing too bad. We have a nice initial setup. It's unfortunate that the coal's all the way down here, but what can you do, right? We're just gonna continue getting stuff. This is cheap, so let's do it. So now I want to set up something similar for copper. I'm also going to want more iron later on, but I want to get copper set up right now. We'll get some miners, and then we have enough furnaces already. We're going to need more inserters probably. Let's get that ready. So we take a look at this. It's still not completely representative of what it'll be looking like later on, but we have a small backup of iron here, which is pretty good. I think this is a decent setup going on here. Because these are still going. This one, these ones are a little slow, but I think that's almost ideal. Almost. Not completely, but it'll be good for our purposes for right now. One way we could fix that is by getting more miners onto that line there. So we're going to do the same thing here with copper. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to make sure that the miner has at least 4K. Okay, scratch that. I'm just going to make sure that they have over a K, 1,000, so they don't run out too quickly. Let's see, so that one will get all three. Connect these, and now we have an copper supply. Let's get underground belts going. And I think I'm going to... I need to consider where I want this to be placed exactly, because if I have it like this, if it's so close to the patch, it's kind of... we might have some issues maneuvering through this later on. So I might want to put this down a little bit farther if possible. This is probably too close as well, but that's how I did it, so... So let me think on this real quick. Let's make more inserters and belts. A couple splitters. And I think that'll be good. Make sure that all of these guys are topped off, so they can continue working while we are thinking. Alright, so I'm just going to move this down just a little bit, probably over here. It's not going to look the best because it'll be off center, or off the line from this one, but I'd rather have the room to expand or move around later on than not. So I think right here is fine. We'll start here. I have 6 and 6 down there. I'm going to do the same thing. Seems like 5 miners to this is pretty decent. I don't know the ratios and I'm probably very wrong, but from what I'm seeing right now, this seems to be working pretty well. We can always add more to it later if need be. So we're just doing the same exact setup. Everything will be input into this middle line, and these outside lines will have the coal and the copper. And this is going to be up here, around. We need more belts, and then I'll split a line of copper off, line of coal off, I mean to say. There we go. Okay, so let's check on our electricity. Completely fine, no problems there. It's very green. So at this point, we pretty much have all the coal that we kind of want for right now. So this is not really necessary anymore, but I'll leave it there. There's no reason not to keep it. I probably do want to expand on this or add more miners to this mining line because we're about to use up more of it for the smelting area here. And now we can see that even though this was backed up, it's not getting enough iron. So that means that this is not a good supply of iron for the line. Excuse me. Let's get our coal split off. We'll do it a little bit ways down. Bring it up. Bring them together. Bring it down. And there we have it. Let's look at our new research. Fast inserters would be great. Stone walls are also good. This is cheap, so I'm going to do it now. Let's get our electricity up here. Oops. Alright. So now we have copper being created, mined, and made into plates. So that's good. We're going to do something similar. I'm going to make this right now the... Uh-oh. Good thing I saw this. Okay, not too bad. But we need to start getting our defenses up. Okay, so these 4 inserters should cover all that there. You can see that this is backed up quite a bit, so I might want to do the same thing. I think 4 is a little bit too many, but that'll be fine. We're probably gonna change this very soon because we need to set up red science. We need to get this going, and we also need to start making these. But I just want this initial setup here first, so we can, so we're not stuck just planning the whole time. Although that's kind of what we should be doing, but it's okay. A nicely planned base is probably better than just willy-nilly putting things down. But I'm not that kind of player. I'm the kind of player that just thinks a lot and then doesn't actually do it, does something completely different, and it becomes spaghetti. And that's the way we like it. Alright, so we have a supply of iron, we have a supply of copper, we have some stone being mined. We might want to get more stone later, because we're going to need that in mid-game. These are probably out of iron, and they were. Okay. So now that we have the output here, we need to consider how are we going to automate our science. Once again, it needs copper plates and an iron gear wheel. So we need to set that up somewhere. In the meantime, I'm going to be making more inserters and more furnaces because we're going to want more setups here. And also more miners so we can get more supply here. So let's see. We're going to want something kind of similar to this, but I want the supply to be a little bit better. Where do we want our main science area to be? We probably want it away from them smelters. We don't want it so close, because we're gonna have a lot of things here later on. We don't want to just put it down right here and then have to move it again later. That's what we did on our last run, and you know, we're supposed to be learning, right? So let's try something different. So let me think this through. So here's going to be our smelting area right here, and then we'll move all the plates into this area, which will be our production area, and then from there we can move it wherever you want, up, down, left, right, sideways, slantways, all the ways. I think I might want to just put science up here and have the production down here, and then I can just ferry whatever I need up this way. I think that will be acceptable. Probably not good, but acceptable. Because we're gonna have a couple of these down the line here. So that should be our goal here. So we need assembly machines. I'll wait on them though. We do have the mining set up, so I'm going to start mining more. So because there's not a continuous amount of iron here, I think I can just get away with doing this. And when I say that, I mean I can't get away with doing this. This meaning having them back to back with no in-between electricity here. See, I could do some wonky things, like have it like this. But then it's gonna look ugly. We don't like ugly. Oh, we're getting attacked. Somewhere up here. Okay, so that was not good. We did lose. Are there more? No. So we lost some belts, we lost a furnace, and we lost a... Oh no, we lost a chest. That's not good. That means we lost like 300 copper there. So... let's see. I don't really know what this does. Just mining speed in general? I'm like, because I'm not hand mining anything anymore. So I don't know if that's worth getting or not. But here, let's fix this up real quick. We should try to see if we can get rid of this small base there, because that's what's attacking us, I believe. But I'm not sure we're strong enough to do that right now. Okay. I think we're up and running again. We need a chest. Right. Let's pick this up, just so if it happens again, we don't lose a good amount of supplies. And we're gonna need these anyways. Okay, so we're gonna make some belts. We're gonna make... Do we make them as... Yeah, we did. We need more furnaces, more mining drills. Also, we're gonna need... make a new weapon. And let's make some armor. Some more rounds. We're gonna need to make some gun turrets soon. I probably should be doing that right now. Just so I don't have to worry about more attacks later on. And that way we can also set up a slow siege on that one base that's over there. So 2 is the amount of drills that you can go side by side before putting another small electric pole. So this is the way I do it, at least. I'm not sure if it's better to have this here versus, say, putting it here, like having this back line completely empty and just having a full line of this like this. But I like to stagger them like this, so that's the way I do it, at least. And I'm no pro, so I don't know why you're trying to listen to me in the first place. Okay, so this is going to be a supplement for what we have right now, so I'm just going to put a splitter here. We're going to add more smelting areas later, but for now we just need to get the automation going, so we can start worrying about green science instead. So now I can get rid of these guys. They've done their work and have now rest. Alright. So now that I got rid of that, we have more room to work with. I'm just going to put it across here. So 2. Well, these are on the edge. So since they're on the edge, I can put... There's no reason I can't supply them from the outside like this. And I can get rid of these. And I'll fix this later. Okay, cool. So now we have more iron. And I'll just have it connect to here, and it'll input on this belt. It's not very clean, but it'll do its job. Okay, so still waiting on our weapon. I want to head over there as soon as possible, get rid of them before they start multiplying. Still good on coal. How are we doing on electricity? Still pretty good. We're still making science. Let's add more iron to this. Let's add more copper to that. Now I don't have to worry about this again for a while.